On 7th of July 2021, PIA once again created a history by launching its first ever direct flight from Faisalabad for Skardu. The flight was scheduled at 8:45 a.m. in the morning and it will be operated on every Wednesday from Faisalabad for Skardu.
Assalamualaikum, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you on the first flight from Faisalabad to Skardu. For your information, inshallah, the weather is clear and we'll fly in altitude 28,000 feet and our flight time to Skardu will be 1 hour and 10 minutes. We wish you a very wonderful flight with us.
The plane was scheduled to depart at 8:45 a.m. in the morning and it took off right on time. This Faisalabad Skardu flight was one of its kind because since its very inception, PIA has never operated a direct flight from Faisalabad to Skardu. So you are watching a history in making on 7th of July 2021. One thing which was missing in this flight was that captain hardly announced any landmark. That was probably because there were only 2 captains in the cockpit and the flight was that of inaugural flight, so they wanted to keep their attention concentrated on the flight. They hardly made 3 announcements. One was when they were entering into the northern areas, second was that of Lake Saiful Muluk and third was that of Nanga Parbat, and that announcement was so small that anyone could hardly get hold of it. I have done almost every inaugural flight from Pakistani airports to Skardu. Like I have done Lahore Skardu inaugural flight, Faisalabad Skardu, Sialkot Skardu and Lahore Skardu and Air Safaris inaugural flight. And I have found captain speaking all the time and introducing to everybody all the landmarks. But in this Faisalabad Skardu flight, this aspect was missing.
जनाब याकूब मोहम्मद और शांसे आबिद को शादी के पुरमसरत मौके पर हम दिली मुबारकबाद पेश करते हैं। PIA से सफर करने का शुक्रिया। Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Khalid Hassan and his crew of flight to Skardu wish Mr. Yaqub Abid and Mrs. Chansey, Mr. Yaqub Muhammad and Mrs. Chansey Abid wish you a very happy wedding. Thank you for flying with Pakistan International.
We are over at Ahmedabad. On our left side is the Villa Dam. It is seaward. And in the water will be entering the Dangwan Valley Canal River, Kawan, Naran, Lake Saiful Muluk, Ladusar Lake, Babusar Pass on the right and Naga Parbat on the right. On the left side will be Indus River, Sazin, Chalaz, Bunji, Dakapushi, Gelgan, and from Bunji we'll start and to Skardu. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 of the most important and beautiful ranges of the world, the Himalayas, Hindu Kush and Karakoram, they all become the position Bunji. So We have almost five of the world's tallest buildings on top 40s, which are 8,000 meters high are in Pakistan. Naga Parbat, K2, Ram, Gandhi, Dog Peak, they are all in northern areas. The Balberu, Bayatu, Espark, glaciers, Satpara Lake will be on route. And ladies and gentlemen, my request, as per the instructions of civil aviation, please keep your masks wearing throughout the flight. And I'll update you as soon as we'll apply over the positions for your interest. Thank you for choosing PIA. इस वक्त हम अपने शमाली इलाका जात में दाखिल हो रहे हैं. हमारे बाईं जानिब खातपुर डैम है और थोड़ी आगे बाईं जानिब आपको तरबेला डैम नजर आ रहा है. अच्छा, रूट पे अभी थोड़ी देर में हम हवेलियाँ, फिर आखिरबाद, बागान, नारायण, सैफल मलूक, लालूसर लेक, बाबूसर और नागा पार्वत गाँव से होते हुए गिलगित वैली में दाखिल होंगे. फिर वहाँ से स्कर्दू वैली में दाखिल होंगे स्कर्दू की तरफ उतरना शुरू कर देंगे. रास्ते का मौसम जरूरी तौर पर अबर आलूद है. ख़वातीन हज़रात, हमारा शुमारी इलाका जात दुनिया की खूबसूरत तरीन इलाका, दुनिया की 14 में से 5 बुलंद तरीन चोटियाँ जो कि 8,000 मीटर से ज़्यादा बुलंद है वो पाकिस्तान में है, जिसमें नागा पर्वत, K2, डॉग पीक वगैरह शामिल है. हमारे ग्लेशियर्स, एस्पार, बेआटू, बल्चर ग्लेशियर्स और ये झीलें हमारे नॉर्दर्न एरिया जो कि 3 रेंजेस हैं, हिमालया, हिंदू कुश और पराक्रम. ये सब एक शायद पूंजी जिस पे जाके मिलती है. ग्रेजुएशन स्कर्दू से शुरू होकर कराची तक जाता है. इस वक्त हम अहमदाबाद के शहर के ऊपर हैं. जो लोग हमारे बाईं जाने पर बैठे वो मेरा डैम भी देख सकते हैं और वहाँ से ये हमारा वैली रूट जाता है. इस वक्त हम अपने डायरेक्ट के ऊपर सप्लाई कर रहे हैं. आपकी तवज्जो का शुक्रिया, PIA पे सफर करने का शुक्रिया. लोगों का नज़ारा कर सकते हैं. 3 सैंपल ब्लॉक आपको दाईं जानिब नजर आएगी. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are sitting on the left side, वो सामने.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Kaleem Hassan and his crew of flight Skardu wish Mr. Chaudhary Siddiq Rathore a very happy birthday. Thank you for flying with Pakistan International.
If you ask about my review, then I will give 7 out of 10 to this PIA flight Faisalabad Skardu. The 3 marks which were missing over here was that the captain was not announcing that much. In my opinion, he should have announced each and every landmark, but probably there were only 2 captains in the cockpit and the 3rd trainee pilot was missing. That's why they were concentrating on the flight, as I told you earlier. The flight path they took was that after taking off from Faisalabad, they took right turn and went parallel to Faisalabad runway. Then they flew over Chiniot and Mandi Bahauddin, subsequently Chakwal, and then they took right turn from Islamabad.
To enjoy your trip. Thank you for choosing PIA.
Overall, it was all smooth sailing. There was no turbulence at all, and being the inaugural flight, the captains tried their level best to avoid any clouds and to avoid any kind of turbulence. Keeping in view the directions and instructions of Pakistan Civil Aviation Authority, there were no meals or food served on this plane. Only water bottles were served. This is Satpara Lake, and the route to Deosai goes from this lake upwards towards Deosai. And whenever I have flown to Skardu in any of PIA's flight, the captain announces this lake and the Osai Plains route almost every time, but in this flight this thing was missing, and probably that was because the captains were extra cautious and they were concentrating on the flight and they wanted it to be bump free, to be turbulence free, and they were not taking any kind of risk. That's why they missed announcements of major landmarks. Right now we are approaching the runway of Skardu airport at a glide elevation of 3-degree angle. We have just crossed Indus River, and here from the boundary of Skardu airport starts. We are landing now. One more announcement: on 19th of June 2021, PIA had restarted its flights called PIA Air Safari, which are nowadays renamed as PIA Sadpara Air Safari flight from Islamabad to Skardu. I have put 2 videos of PIA Air Safari, which are complete videos from takeoff to landing. You may go and see roof of the world K2 from window of an aeroplane, and check out those videos at my channel.
स्कर्दू एयरपोर्ट पहुंचने पर खुशबादी यहाँ दर्जा हरारत 28 सेंटीग्रेड है। बराए मेहरबानी एयरपोर्ट न खोलें, हिफाजत की बेल्ट बांधे रखें जब तक कि हिफाजत की बेल्ट तंबाकू नोशी का इस्तेमाल उतरते वक्त तमाम दस्ती सामान चाटते जाएं। जहाज से उतरते वक्त समाजी फासला बरकरार रखना जरूरी है।